Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a massive change in how we build things with AI. Seriously, we're going from something that felt like a simple magic trick to something way more powerful.
So just think about that for a second, because that's exactly what's happening right now. There's this new idea called Agentic Coding, and it's a total game changer. It's turning us from people who just type code into people who lead teams.
All right, so to really get where we're headed, we've got to take a quick look back at where we just came from. And that was the era of something called vibe coding. And you know what? That name, vibe coding, just perfectly captures what it felt like. You didn't have to be some expert coder. You just described the vibe you were going for. You tell the AI what was in your head and poof, the code would just appear like magic. And that was the big promise, right? It was unbelievably fast. It meant that pretty much anyone could start making software. All those barriers to getting started, they just vanished. It was awesome for getting ideas out there, super quick. But yeah, there was a big problem. The code the AI spit out, it was usually this tangled mess, what developers call spaghetti code. And since you never saw how it was actually put together, trying to fix a bug or add a cool new feature was, well, it was almost impossible. It was a total black box. Now, this tangled mess didn't just make things difficult. It led to a really serious problem. See, one study found that a ton of these projects weren't just wobbly, they were actually dangerous. And this next number shows you just how risky it was. Yeah, you're seeing that right. Almost half of the stuff being built so fast had major security issues. So all that speed from vibe coding, it came at a huge cost. It became pretty clear we needed a new way to build things, a way that was fast, but also safe and reliable. And that brings us to the new way. We've moved on from that messy magic pile of blocks to something way more organized and honestly, way more powerful. Welcome to the age of the robot builders. And this table just lays out the difference perfectly. Look at this. Before, with the magic blocks, your role was basically a block stacker. Now, you're the chief designer. The AI isn't just a pile of stuff anymore. It's a smart team of builders. And the process, it's not about shouting a vibe. It's about giving them a clear mission, a blueprint. The result? You go from something fast but wobbly to something sturdy and totally reliable. Okay, so how does this robot builder team actually work? What do they do? Well, it's not magic anymore. It's a really clear step-by-step process that you can actually rely on. This right here, this is the heart of agentic coding. So think of it like a little crew building a Lego set. First, they get the mission. They read your instruction book really carefully. Then they make a plan, laying out all the pieces so they know what goes where. Next, they build and check. And this part is super important. They put the pieces together and test it to make sure it's strong. And finally, fix and improve. If a part is wobbly, they don't ask you for help. They fix it all by themselves and learn from it. They plan, they act, they check their own work, and they revise it until the job is done right. So you see, this whole new process completely flips your role on its head. You're not down in the trenches laying bricks anymore. Nope, you've gotten a promotion. You are now the architect, the visionary behind the whole project. Oh, I love this quote. It's just so perfect. An orchestra conductor. Think about it, right? The conductor doesn't play every single instrument. They can't. Their job is to make sure all those talented musicians, the violins, the drums, the horns, are all playing together in harmony to create something beautiful. And that's your new job, conducting your team of AI agents. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Well, it really boils down to three simple things. First, your most important job is the blueprint. You've got to provide a super clear, well-defined mission. The better your instructions, the better the final product. Second, you have to trust your robots to do the building. Let them handle the nitty-gritty of the coding and testing. And third, your job is to lead the mission. Keep your eyes on the big picture, review the final results, and make those key high-level decisions. This whole shift puts some incredible power right at our fingertips. We're not just laborers anymore. We're becoming creators and leaders. It's changing not just how we code, but what we can even dream of building in the first place. So, the only real question left is, now that you have a robot team, what are you going to build? Thanks for watching The Explainer.